ranking Star Wars supporting species from most annoying to outstanding. So, are you really a Star Wars fan if you haven't gotten into a heated debate about whether Ewoks were brilliant little warriors or just annoying teddy bears? Some people love them, others think they ruined Return of the Jedi, but Ewoks aren't the only species that split the fandom. Today, we're ranking Star Wars supporting species from the most annoying to the ones that were actually outstanding. Number 12. Gungans. Yes, you already know who's coming. Jar Jar Binks and his people, the Gungans, had to make this list. They first appear in The Phantom Menace, and instantly half the fandom collectively sighed. Their speech patterns, Misa this, Misa that, became meme material before memes were even a thing. Jar Jar especially became the face of why fans thought the prequels had kiddie humor. But here's the thing, annoying doesn't mean useless. The Gungans actually fought bravely during the Battle of Naboo, standing up to the Trade Federation's droid army with those blue energy balls and giant shield generators. That was epic. The problem is, all their achievements get overshadowed by Jar Jar's clumsy antics. He trips over himself, hands emergency powers to Palpatine, and unintentionally becomes one of the galaxy's worst political disasters. The Gungans are loyal and courageous, but thanks to Jar Jar, they're stuck at the bottom of the rankings. Number 11. Jawas. You know the hooded little scavengers from Tatooine, the Jawas. They're small, squeaky, and have glowing yellow eyes. Sounds cool, right? But here's the truth. They are some of the most annoying creatures in Star Wars. Their favorite hobby is stealing droids and selling them back to desperate owners. Remember when they basically scammed Luke Skywalker by selling him a faulty R5 unit before R2-D2 ended up in his hands? Classic Jawa behavior. And don't get me started on how they ambushed Din Djarin in The Mandalorian. They stripped his entire Razor Crest ship down to the frame in one night. That's not just opportunistic, that's savage. The only reason they're not ranked lower is because their mischief is, well, entertaining. They're like the galaxy's ultimate hustlers. Annoying? Absolutely. Iconic? Definitely. Number 10. Tusken Raiders. The Tuskens, also known as Sand People, are terrifying and frustrating at the same time. Their first appearance in A New Hope shows them ambushing Luke out of nowhere, complete with the unsettling shriek and a stick to the head. For years, they were basically portrayed as violent desert raiders, ambushing settlers, pod racers, and anyone who wandered too far into the Dune Sea. But here's why they're not at the bottom. The Mandalorian completely changed the game for Tusken Raiders. For the first time, we saw them as more than just savage attackers. Din actually communicates with them, drinks with them, and even teams up to fight the Krayt Dragon. That humanized them in a way no one expected. Still, their long history of being presented as brutal nomads keep them ranked on the lower side. Number 9. Mon Calamari. It's a trap! You already know why the Mon Calamari are this high. Admiral Ackbar became a meme legend with just 3 words in Return of the Jedi. But it's not just memes. Ackbar and his people played a crucial role in the Rebel Alliance. Their advanced shipbuilding skills gave the rebels the capital ships they needed to stand against the Empire. Without Mon Calamari cruisers, the space battle above Endor wouldn't have been possible. They're not perfect though. In The Last Jedi, Ackbar's sudden death felt like a throwaway moment, and fans were furious. Still, the Mon Calamari consistently show up as one of the galaxy's most dependable species, and that deserves respect. Number 8. Togruta. This list can't be complete without the Togruta. With their brightly colored skin, tall montrals, and long head tails, they're instantly recognizable. But what really puts them here is one name, Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka started as Anakin's Padawan in the Clone Wars and grew into one of the most beloved characters in all of Star Wars. Her story carried across animations, books, and now even live action. She even has her own series, and on TikTok and fan edits, she's practically the face of this species. And let's not forget Shakti, a Togruta Jedi Master who appeared in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Number 7. Twi'leks. Now we're moving into species that lean more outstanding than annoying. The Twi'leks, with their iconic head tails called Lekku, are one of the most recognizable Star Wars species. Characters like Hera Syndulla from Star Wars Rebels and Aayla Secura, the Jedi Knight from the prequels, really showcase their courage and importance. They're intelligent, capable leaders and warriors. But Twi'leks also have a darker side. Many of them, especially in canon and legends, are depicted as slaves, dancers, or part of the underworld, which adds layers to how the galaxy treats them. Even Bib Fortuna, Jabba's creepy right-hand Twi'lek, shows that not all of them are heroic freedom fighters. What makes Twi'leks stand out is their versatility. They're everywhere in Star Wars, from noble leaders to shady criminals, making them a species you can't ignore. Number 6. Chiss. Okay, hear me out. The Chiss aren't scary because of their blue skin and glowing red eyes, but they're on this list because of one guy, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Why is Thrawn so epic? First, he wasn't even Force sensitive, but he still outsmarted Jedi, rebels, and smugglers just by being smarter. He studied people's art, yes, paintings and sculptures, to figure out how they thought. Then he used that knowledge to crush them in battle. That's next level mind games. Number 5. Rodians. Say the word Rodian, and most fans instantly think of Greedo, the bounty hunter who cornered Han Solo in the Mos Eisley Cantina. And yeah, we all know the endless debate. Did Han shoot first? The fact that Greedo became such a controversial character from a single scene says a lot about how memorable Rodians are. Rodians are known for being bounty hunters, trackers, and sometimes criminals. They've got those bug-like eyes and green skin that make them instantly recognizable. While Greedo was a bit of a joke because of how quickly he died, other Rodians in canon prove the species has serious skills. They land high on the list because they symbolize the gritty underworld of Star Wars. They're not heroes, but they add a ton of personality to the galaxy. Number 4. Ewoks. Love them or hate them, the Ewoks of Endor are impossible to ignore. These teddy bear lookalikes somehow helped the rebels topple the Empire in Return of the Jedi. Yes, stormtroopers in full armor got taken out by logs and rocks. And yes, fans are still debating that 40 years later. Number 3. Wookies. Now we're talking legends. Wookies easily make the top 3, and you already know why. Chewbacca alone carries the reputation of his entire species. Loyal, brave, and physically terrifying, Wookiees are the type of warriors you want by your side in battle. They're strong enough to rip arms out of sockets, but also compassionate enough to hug it out with Leia. In Revenge of the Sith, we see Wookiees fighting during the Clone Wars, proving their place as frontline warriors. And while Chewie gets the spotlight, every Wookiee appearance reinforces their culture of honor and strength. They're ranked this high because they're not just sidekicks. They're heroes who carry emotional weight in the story. Number 2. Mandalorians. Mandalorians are technically a culture more than a species, but they're too iconic not to include. With their distinct armor, warrior codes, and rich lore, Mandalorians have been elevated from cool background characters to cultural icons. Boba Fett started the trend, but Din Djarin and the Mandalorian series turned them into mainstream legends. What makes Mandalorians outstanding is their resilience. Even after losing their homeworld and being scattered across the galaxy, they continue to rise up. From wielding the darksaber to training foundlings, they've kept their identity alive. Their ranking this high reflects both their legendary look and their deep influence on Star Wars storytelling. Number 1. Yoda species, the child or Grogu. Finally, the number 1 spot goes to Yoda's mysterious species. We don't even know their name, and yet they're the most fascinating and outstanding species in Star Wars. Yoda is one of the most powerful Force users in the galaxy. His wisdom and leadership shaped the Jedi Order for centuries. Then we got Grogu in The Mandalorian, instantly capturing the hearts of fans worldwide. Baby Yoda, as most called him, turned into a pop culture phenomenon overnight. But it's not just the cuteness. This species represents mystery, longevity, and immense Force potential. Every time one of them shows up, it's a big deal. That's why they take the crown. So, there you have it. Star Wars supporting species rank from the ones that make you roll your eyes to the ones that carry the galaxy on their backs. Do you agree with where I place the Ewoks? Should the Gungans have been higher? Or are there species you think should have made the list? Let me know your list in the comments, because I know you all have strong opinions on this one. If you had fun hanging out in the galaxy with me today, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next ranking.